My name is Daniel Wynn, and by day I invest in sports cards, but by night I make videos about investing in sports cards. I am the great curator. Join me on my journey to break even in the hobby that we all love.
Hello everyone, I'm the Great Curator and welcome to my channel. If this is the first time that you guys are visiting, thank you so much for stopping by. The reason I make these videos is for education. It's my creative, fun way to kind of give back to the community by sharing my opinions, my perspective, my insight with the community. So hopefully you guys find value in these videos. It's also a way of me using the YouTube platform to kind of spread my message of positivity and civility within the hobby. Guys, I'm trying to start a movement here. I'm trying to establish a high level, a high standard of civility that we all have to follow as a community. I believe that we can do that very easily just by being nice, kind, respectful, helpful to each other. If we do that, we can weed out all those bad actors, all those stupid fools that are like rude, inconsiderate, that are profit driven, that cheat us. We can weed out all those bad actors by just having a high level of a high standard of civility within the hobby. If we do that, we will be stronger for it as a community. We will grow the hobby and the values of our cards will rise. So please help me spread this message. Help me make this movement a real thing. You can do that by liking, subscribing, sharing, all that good stuff. That helps me spread my message, and you know, over time it will take effect. Okay, guys, so please help me do that. Okay, let's talk about today's topic, which is understanding color parallels, guys. Okay, so I get this question a lot. People ask me, hey, you know, should I buy this red prism? Should I buy this orange prism, this blue prism, whatever? Should I buy the tiger print, the giraffe print, the dragon scale, whatever, right? So I get this question all the time, so I wanted to make a video where we can kind of discuss it, all right? So let me just first start off by telling you guys what a color parallel is, by giving you a little history of how we got parallels and inserts and things like that, all right, if you're not familiar with it. So, you know, back up until like the 90s, right, when the manufacturers made cards, they just made base cards, okay? There were no inserts or anything like that in those early cards. Then in the 90s, they got really creative and they started making inserts, which were special cards that you could find in the pack. They were like chase cards, right? And they gave you odds. Like you could find this one insert here at 1 in every 100 packs or something like that. And they would print that on the packs. So you would chase those. Those were cool, right? And these inserts, they look different than the normal base cards. But then, towards the mid-90s and then later in the mid-90s and on to where we are right now, they started doing parallels. So a parallel is basically the same card, but it has a different type of finish on it. All right, same picture, same style, but it has just like a different finish on it. So this started, an example of this is what Topps did in the mid-90s, where they had the paper cards, okay? Excuse me. Then they had the chrome cards, which are the same thing, they're just chrome color. And then they had the chrome refractors, right? And then they had other things like X-fractor and things like that, right? And then they started doing like gold refractor, black refractor, all this stuff, white refractor. Excuse me. And then, you know, when Panini took over the license, they took it to a whole new level. They started doing all colors in the rainbow: red, green, orange, you know, blue, pink, cracked ice, all this stuff, right? They started doing all these different parallels, and now they've taken it to a different level where they've gone to like animal print, where they do like tiger, dragon scale, which is one of my favorites ones, peacock, just all these ridiculous things that they're putting out there, right? And you know, so that's basically it. Those are parallels, okay? So when people say a color parallel, that's what they mean. It's the same card, same picture. It just has a different type of finish on it, which makes it more unique because they have different print runs for each of these colors or whatever it is. Okay, so why do people why do they make it, right? That's the question we have to ask ourselves. Why do they make these color parallels? Very simple, guys. Okay, you can say that they're being creative. You can say that they want us to chase these cards, whatever. But what it comes down to is it's a cash grab, guys. Okay, it's a cash grab that they're doing. They're manufacturing these cards, which is probably a lot easier for them to manufacture because they use the same printing plate. They just use a different type of color on it. But it's an easy way for them to make different type of cards for us to chase, and it's a cash grab. And I'll use this as an example here, okay? I've got this Michael Jordan Funko Pop here. Funko is notorious for doing these cash grabs where they take one mold and then they just paint it a different color. So this one right here, you may see this same mold in like a Bulls jersey, in an Olympics jersey, in a throwback Bulls jersey, in a Bulls jersey in different colors. They make like 5 different versions of this same Funko Pop, same mold, just different color. And they do that as basically a cash grab, guys. It's to give more variety for collectors and then just make us buy more stuff. That's what these companies are doing. Don't get it mistaken for anything else but a cash grab, okay? Creative one, yes, but it's a cash grab, all right? So what they're trying to do, and to get a little bit more into detail about this, what they're trying to do is they're creating artificial rarity in the cards. Artificial rarity in the cards. And what that means is they're creating a certain run, like let's just say the Peacock, for example, okay? Peacock print cards. They're making it in a certain run where they print maybe 1,000 Peacock cards versus, 50,000 of the regular ones, or 10,000 of the blue ones, or whatever, right? They create artificial rarity in the cards, and they're hoping that the rarity will turn into scarcity. All right, guys. Let me repeat that. They're hoping that the rarity will turn into scarcity. Let me explain this concept to you guys. Rarity means it doesn't happen that often, okay? It's a rare occurrence, right? So if you pull a Peacock card, for example, that's a rare occurrence because you don't find those that often. But just because it's rare doesn't mean it's valuable. These cards can be worth just a few dollars to some people, right? But if there's a demand for the card, if there's a high demand for the card, which raises the value, then it becomes scarce. Scarcity is where it doesn't happen that often and there's high demand for it, okay? All right? So there's low supply, high demand, that's scarcity. So these companies, they're creating artificial rarity in the cards, hoping that it will translate where people will really want those, and it will translate into scarcity, which creates high demand for the cards, which makes people chase them, all right? That's what they're trying to do. All right. So when you see a card and somebody says it's super rare, that doesn't mean it's expensive. Okay. The card has to be scarce for it to be expensive. All right. So the next question is, should we be buying color parallels? Right. This is the question I get asked the most. Should we be buying color parallels? Simple answer to this would be, it depends, guys. Buy what you like. Basically, I made a whole video about that. Investing in cards that you like. If you like a color parallel, if you like the way it looks, if it's blue, green, silver, whatever, if you like that stuff, buy it. All right, you can invest your money in whatever you want. So number one thing is buy the ones that you like. All right. Now, will they hold value? Okay. No one knows. No one knows what the market will determine in time. Right. People have tried to justify these color parallels by saying, well, if it matches the player's jersey, it's worth more money. Guys, that's just marketing. All right, don't listen to that stuff. It's just marketing. Oh, if it's a color match, it's worth more money, so you should pay more. That's marketing, guys. Okay, it's a gimmick. So don't listen to that. Over time, the market will determine which are the ones that are more rare, which are the ones that are more desirable. Okay, guys. But that will take time. That will take time and a lot of transaction to kind of get that data to determine that. Right now, we don't know. We don't know what it is, all right? So that's why you have to buy what you like. Speculate on the things that you like. Don't buy something just because you think, or invest in something just because you think that it's going to hold value, because we don't know. Honestly, we don't know. Panini has made so many of these things. Topps and Panini have overprinted, have done the color parallel to death. Right? So we don't know what's going to happen with any of these things, right? So just buy what you like, okay? And then don't assume just because it's a color parallel that it's going to equal value, right? Demand determines value, not rarity, okay? Not variety, the demand. And we don't know what the demand on these things will be yet, okay? So just kind of keep that in mind, all right? So again, just to answer the question, should you guys be investing in these things? The answer is, if you like it, if you believe in it, yes, go invest in these things. But don't do it solely because it's just a color parallel because there are so many out there. Who's to say a green is any more valuable than a blue, or an orange is more valuable than red, unless it's numbered or something like that. And some of these are numbered, but even the numbered ones, who cares, right? That's creating artificial rarity in the cards by adding numbers to them. But that doesn't mean that will transfer over to demand and they will become scarce. All right, guys. Only time will tell whether the market will accept these cards for what they are. But understand, if you get any takeaway from this video, okay, I want you guys to understand that basically it's a cash grab. It's a cash grab by these companies. They're creating artificial rarity in these cards because they're hoping that we will buy them. And we will, right? Because they're cool looking. Some of them are, you know, dragon scale and all that stuff. But understand that that's what it is. It's a cash grab, guys, okay? So when you see like a prism and a mojo prism and a cracked ice and atomic refractor and all this other crazy stuff, these are just words that they've made up, guys. I could make up a different color print. Like I could make up like a triangle refractor print and I could call it like millennial refractor and people will go crazy about that, you know? It's all about marketing. And we don't know if there will be a high demand for those cards over time. So again, just buy the cards that you like, the ones that you think are cool. Don't buy them because you think they're going to be worth a lot of money. Don't assume that they're going to be worth a lot of money just because they're a parallel or that they have artificial rarity built into the card. Okay, guys? That's the takeaways from this video. Okay, so hopefully you guys got some value out of that. If you did, please comment below. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Remember, these are discussion videos. I make these so that we can have this discussion within the community. You don't have to just interact with me. Interact with each other in the comment section below. Keep it clean though, keep it respectful, but continue the discussion, guys. That's what these videos are for. If you got value or you like this video, please like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. All that stuff really helps me out. If you don't want to do any of that stuff, then just watch my other videos, guys. I put all this content out there for you for free to help you guys out. That's my goal. That's my mission. Okay, guys? All right. Thank you for watching this video. I will see you in the next one.